don't know what YouTube is like for the rest of yous, but on my channel, I deal with a lot of idiots. Mostly people who just plain don't listen to a damn thing I've said before they respond. And you know what? I try to be polite. I really do. I know I start out polite, but I have a breaking point, a limit on my frustration that comes out to play after too many attempts to penetrate someone's unbridled ignorant stupidity. And we're not just talking about disagreeing here. No, I don't like to be disagreed with, but that's not what I mean. I'm talking about really technical stuff, things that shouldn't be disputable, like definitions of words, for example. You tell someone, here is what blah means, and you post definitions of blah from multiple sources, and that ought to settle it. But then you get those yahoos who go into this special pleading bullshit, trying to find ways around the definitions in order to make their case, sometimes even trying to make the words mean the very opposite of the definitions you posted. Like one of my more recent videos, which dealt with objective versus subjective, and there were some people who, no matter how many times you try to explain to them the difference between the two, keep digging around for ways that what's subjective could actually be objective, often saying shit like, here is something that 100% meets the criteria for being subjective and doesn't even slightly meet those for objective at all. But under special circumstance X, wouldn't that make it objective? And I calmly and rationally explain that no, it would still be subjective. So they reword what they just said and ask again. Again, I explain that no, you're still not describing something objective, but this time there's a bit of an edge to it. You know how it is. You want to keep a subscriber, maybe even a friend, so you stay polite, right? But they ask again, and again, and again, until finally it's just too much and I want to shout, you stupid, ignorant motherfucker. Did your motherfucker brother to have you and that's why you're so mentally deficient? Don't you understand simple English? What is wrong with you? And it's really hard not to do it. And I don't always succeed. I get it. They want to use the word objective for the same reason some people use the word literally when they don't mean something literal even slightly. You know what I mean. You've heard it. That was the biggest hamburger I ever saw. It was literally the size of a Buick. No, it fucking wasn't. They use it because they want that extra oomph in what they're saying. It's hyperbole. Never mind that at the beginning of my objective versus subjective video, I explained that this kind of hyperbole was incorrect. Don't use it. So, of course, at least a third of them, including people I thought had a clue, used it just as hard as they possibly could, to the death. But it's not just YouTube. On Facebook, I was lamenting the lack of good alien invasion movies, and I was hoping to find one I hadn't seen before. But I was very specific in what I was after. Something in the style of War of the Worlds, the original, not that Spielberg travesty that he used as yet another vehicle for working out his childhood family issues. Something where spaceships, preferably saucer-shaped, are blowing up cities, building by building, not in one big-ass blast like in Independence Day, and basically being royal dicks to humanity until someone finds a way to kick their butts at the last minute. I explain this is what I'm looking for. So what do I get? Suggestions like Invasion of the Body Snatchers or They Live, where the invasion is completely hidden. No flying saucers, no cities going bluey, not even slightly like what I described. Yeah, nobody fucking well listens, at least not to the details. They see one or two keywords, then rush to type, specifics be damned. And you know, I usually can put up with this shit. Usually I can be fairly thick-skinned. But for some reason this week, I've been feeling really grouchy about it. One of those, enough is enough, give me a rifle and point me to the nearest bell tower, fuck all of you sideways with a sandpaper dildo kind of weeks. And I needed a little catharsis. Since going postal, and when did that stop being a term anyway, is a really bad idea and actually kind of out of character for me outside of video games, I made this video. And I'm probably not going to read the comments. There's always that wise ass out there who thinks it'll be fun to poke and tease a rant like this one and to fuckery with someone else's short fuse. You do that shit in person, I'll show you just how subjective morality can be. Bring it, bitch.
Should have rated, unsubscribed. Oh.